Okay, we are live. Welcome to the Free China live stream. It is a Thursday evening here in the UK at 8 p.m. and we are here to make fun of the CCP as usual. We've got an interesting show. We have a really interesting show actually today because I have a special guest with me. But before we meet her, I just want to explain that we are talking about shills in Taiwan. But first of all, we're just going to look at some other funny clips that are going on in and around China at the moment. Obviously, we're going to get some tofu dregs and, you know, the usual crazy crap that we usually see on this channel. So I'm going to bring in my guest right now. We have Debbie Harry from Blondie, everybody. We've got Debbie Harry. Everybody say hi to Debbie Harry.
Hey. How you doing?
Okay, it's not Debbie Harry from Blondie. It's my good friend Jess from Canada. How's it going, Jess?
It's been pretty good. Sort of snowy, but not too bad.
Well, that is the typical Canadian weather, right? Nice and snowy and freezing cold in the winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, just for those who don't know who Jess is, I met her one summer in Calgary. She joined me on the channel for a live stream when we were there. And yeah, she's just decided to come back. So, Jess, what the hell? Why on earth are you even interested in China anyway? You've never been to China, right?
No, I really I don't know how I got into it. It just kind of came across something random online and it was like a cultural shock. And after that, it's like a train wreck you just can't turn your attention away from.
Do you remember what it was that you saw the first time about China then? Was it like some clip that you saw or something?
I think it was the buildings falling apart. I was like, what?
The tofu dregs.
Yeah. Like I just couldn't imagine that in modern society. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to see some of those kind of clips today. So shall we jump straight into it?
Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty, so here we go. We've got some interesting clips. Now, here's the first one. Here we go. Hey, I'll just make it bigger so everyone can see that. Okay, so just for some context, this, I believe, is at an airport. I'm not exactly sure where. I just saw somebody posted this on Twitter, and have a look at that. What do you think about that? Is that a good first impression for you to enter into a new country?
It makes me feel so safe.
Yeah, China, the safest country on the planet, right? There's a reason for that. The government are watching your every move. I mean, look at that. Like, usually like you expect like a welcoming committee, hi, welcome to China, have a great time. But nope, it's like, welcome to China. Amazing China travel starts here. Oh, and by the way, we are watching you.
Makes everyone want to go and look at that TV screen. Oh,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
got to offer? Like, yeah, you'll be watched while you look at it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's not exactly like the sort of welcoming committee that I want. But China is like the most surveilled country on this planet. Even beats the UK. The UK is pretty close, but China is just like insane with the security cameras. And, it's just weird. I remember one time I went to the airport. I was heading off. I can't remember where I was going, but I was with one of my friends and we were going through that immigration thing. And I went through first. And then when I turned around to look at the screen of the guy who was at the immigration desk, my friend was approaching and he already had different photos of my friend in different locations all around in like supermarkets, at a bus stop, at all of these different places. He had photos of my friend.
That's just kind of creepy that, yeah, with the amount of cameras, you don't think they'd be watching every single one of them, but the fact that I mean, I guess they would have to have a huge team to manage that kind of thing, but
Yeah,
oh,
it's absolutely
yeah.
crazy. Indeed. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see what we've got next. Oh, yay. This is from okay, so this is from Zhang He Qing. He is the Chinese ambassador for Pakistan. And wow, this is crazy. Okay, let me just make my screen bigger so I can actually read that. Okay, so he's like, wow, come and see the world's #1 bridge. It's a magnificent wonder of Chinese bridges in China's Guizhou province. This bridge is not only a feat of engineering, but also a symbol of grandeur. Okay, so now that we've had that amazing description, let's have a look at the bridge.
Always.
It's a flying bridge. What the hell? Okay, let's take it back. Let's look at that again. Like, what the hell is that? Seriously, guys. Like, I get it. Like, he wants to show off bridges in China, so why doesn't he just show us the real bridge? I mean, you're into doing like Photoshop and that kind of thing,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Is that a decent job?
Probably like a 2-second job.
Say that again, sorry?
Probably a 2-second job. Just throw
Oh,
it
do you think
together and not even think about what it looks like.
yeah. Like seriously, why this guy is very very well known for posting like garbage like this, and I don't get it, He could at least show us the real bridge. I mean, like
He's
how come this bridge is flying?
Was he the one that posted the one with the train?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he did the like the high speed trains all going past each other, but they were clearly like fake trains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the planes too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We spoke about it on this stream before. Yeah, yeah. He did those like stupid planes. Oh my god. Why bother doing this though? Like because people on Twitter, like I saw the comments and it was just full of people saying this is fake crap. What the hell are you doing?
You feel like
Wow.
it's
Look at it. It's ridiculous. Okay, next clip then. Let's move on. Okay, we're just going to watch this and then we'll talk about it after, okay? Sorry, can you hear the music for that?
Yeah.
You can hear that. Why can't I hear the music? It's very weird. I don't know why I can't hear it, but yeah, just give me a sec. Yeah, I cannot hear the music at all. That is very weird. But you can hear it, yeah?
Yeah.
So can the audience hear
Yeah.
can the audience hear the music? Let me know if you can hear the music, guys.
Yeah, this is
Okay, everybody can hear it apart from me. Right, I'm going to take these headphones off. Sorry, just give me a sec. Okay, now let me see if I can hear the music. No, I can't hear it. That's so dumb. Well, that's no good, is it? Let me see, please. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to just go with it. And I don't know what the problem is. Sorry, do you mind if I just remove this quickly and I'm just gonna try and put it back on?
Yeah.
Because that's really stupid. Like I should be able to hear that. Okay. Now I can hear it. That is, can you hear it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch it. Okay, what on earth is going on in there? And yes, I am reading the chat, guys. Okay, but what the hell is going on? Can anybody guess? I would like to see if anybody in the chat can guess what is going on in this clip. Okay, one more time. Please have a guess in the chat. Okay. Okay, so we have a guess here. Fake injury claim. And yes, yes, you are absolutely correct. So this is the puncture scam. Now it originally started from some like crooks in China, and they would like place fragile items around in different areas in sort of places where they could easily be knocked over. And then they would wait for somebody to knock it over so they could claim the money from them. But the whole thing kind of evolved into what you just saw there, where people would literally just sort of like feign an injury, pretend that they've got hurt. Like, look, this guy, he's like pretending that this child has knocked him over. And he's trying to claim money, but this kid is not having any of it, and he's shouting at him. He's like, "Look, he's trying to scam me." Yeah. Jess, I think somebody said are you getting some sort of like messenger sounds coming in on your computer? Like, is
I don't think I do, but in
I
case,
keep hearing some instant messenger sound or something. It's definitely not from me.
let me double check.
Yeah, have a look because I keep hearing like a sound where like you're getting some sort of notification or something. So yeah, please check for me. So yeah, that is the puncture scam, and that old guy is trying to collect some money from that poor child. This dude here said it's a Discord beep. Are you logged into Discord?
I just exited Discord. So that
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so guys, please keep your eye on this car. This is some of the worst like driving and most dangerous driving that you are ever going to see in your life. Just turning around on the motorway, doing a U-turn. Wow. Oh, that is crazy. Look at this. Like that is one way to cause an accident. My God, have you ever seen anything like that in your life?
thankfully not.
Thankfully not. Yeah, exactly. Man, like even even in Taiwan, the driving is completely insane, but I don't think anybody would do that on the middle of the motorway and just do a complete U-turn. Like even the insane, like Taiwan is insane. Like if you walk down the street in Taiwan, you're generally next to like just traffic coming at you, like scooters, just coming at you like full speed, and it's like really difficult. You gotta dodge them as you're just walking like across the street because like the sidewalk. You call it a sidewalk in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay, so we call it the pavement here in the UK, but so basically, like a lot of streets, they don't. If it's like on a high street or like a shopping area, then yeah, it's going to be pedestrianized. But just your normal average streets there, they don't really have like an area for like people to walk on. Generally, it's like right. It's either you're generally walking on the road, and it's chaos. Um, but even in Taiwan, like crazy as Taiwan is, this would not happen. Like I don't think so. Like look at that. It's insane. Okay. Okay, this is your clip. You sent me this one.
Yeah.
So
I was happy to find this one.
yeah, so let's watch it and I guess you can explain what's going on here, right? Okay. And this is from China. Okay.
All over.
So explain to everybody what's going on.
Just the guy's toilet plunger just completely wrecks the elevator panel.
So this is like a
Put it back, it just falls apart.
this is like a very common sight in China. The old as they call it, tofu dreg construction. As you can see, the guy is just waiting for the lift, as we call it in the UK. You guys call it like the elevator, right? The elevator.
Yep.
Um, So he's waiting for the elevator or the lift, and he's just messing around with his little plunger there. Well, it's actually a freaking huge plunger. Like, he must have taken a massive dump in that toilet to need a plunger like that, right?
Yeah, I've never seen one that big.
But so he's basically just messing around with it, and he just pulls the whole panel off there, and he's like, "Oh shit," trying to put it back on. I love the added laughter to the clip as well. If we watch it again. Love it. I love it. Okay.
I was saying, like, anyone with a plunger would probably do that while they're waiting for the elevator.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I would totally be doing that with the plunger as well, but I would not expect the panel to come flying off.
Yeah, it didn't look like he gripped it very hard either. It just popped off.
Yeah. It's not like he like pulled really hard on that, is it? It just sort of like came off. Yeah, man. And here's the question: would you take that elevator after seeing that?
Probably not.
Well, the dude, he just walks in like it's
I
nothing.
know. Yeah, I guess they're used to it at that point.
This is probably like a daily occurrence for him with his plunger, you know. He's always going in there with a plunger, and he's just like pulling off panels, you know. Oh, it's hilarious. Okay, and this is the funny side of tofu dreg construction, but there is a darker side to it as well, which we're about to see. Okay, so this is in a hospital in a place called Chaozhou. I think it's in Guangdong. And yeah, we'll just watch it and we'll see. The roof just collapses, and that is pretty horrific, you know. I think these people are lucky that the ceiling was not made of some, like, you know, other like solid material like brick or whatever. I don't know, but that looks like, you know, it doesn't look like it's really hard impact or anything, because it kind of like folded in as it hit the floor, if you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
But they're quite lucky, really, that they're actually in a hospital as well, you know, because when this happens, at least they can like get some instant treatment, you would think. But just watch. The two people at the bottom there, like, nobody is coming to help them. The dude brings in the ladder.
Trying to repair the ceiling.
Yeah, they're going to repair the repairing the ceiling is more important than like helping these people. That's crazy. Like, it's a good amount of time as well. Oh, finally, a doctor arrives at the bottom there, but
Like, oh well.
yeah, oh well, I'm out of here. I got an emergency. You know what I mean? Like, God. I mean, I hate to laugh at it because that is tragic. You know, I shouldn't really be laughing at this, but it's something that you kind of become a bit desensitized to, because you see so many videos like this coming out of China. You know, it's ridiculous. And here it is, just from another angle.
Chị bà ui go tiếng với bằng cả lo cả đến năng ôi tao đi rồi.
Okay, and last but not least for the old tofu dreg stuff because we do have to cover this Taiwan shield CCP shield stuff. But let's just quickly take a look at this.
哇，我掉了多。
And this was in a place called Taizhou in China.
应该掉了很多下去吧？
Luckily, this is a bridge.
这条路是
that's
修
getting
好的了吧？这条
constructed.
桥以前
You
是
can see that.
架那些桥梁嘛，
哦，
就往那边架过来这样。有没有记者证啊？不要乱拍哦。
Here it is from another angle. Tofu bridge is falling down, falling down. Wow. Yeah, that is crazy, right? That is crazy. I mean, we'll look at it one more time, I guess. I mean, luckily it is not a bridge that is in service, but I have seen a lot of clips of bridges that, are used quite a lot, just collapsing.
这条路是修好的了吧？这条桥以前是。
架那些桥梁嘛，
哦，
就往那边架过来这样。有没有记者证啊？不要乱拍哦，他说。
Tofu bridge. Okay, Jess. So after seeing all of these clips, when are you going to China?
I'll go to Taiwan.
Now that is what I like to hear.
I'd be too scared to even go on a bridge in China because I've never
Yeah,
seen bridges just fall over in one country.
exactly. But saying that, like I did live in China for 7 years and I never fell off of a tofu bridge. So I guess generally speaking, you would probably be safe enough to go there, but would you want to go there? That is the question.
I'd be too scared to eat their food because of how much like gutter oil and just fake food videos I've seen. I feel like my stomach wouldn't be able to take it.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of things they need to improve on before I'd want to travel there. And that's just to get rid of their dictatorship as one of them.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a huge reason not to go there just because of the government and like you just step out of line, you say one thing bad and you're probably going to get deported or at the worst case, get arrested and put in some like in some not a concentration camp, but a gulag, I guess you could call it. So yeah, definitely not really. Doesn't really appeal to you, does it?
No, and they had that law I think they put up where they'll search your phone at the airport, and if they see anything anti-China, you'll get arrested or something.
Oh,
I'm like, probably would get arrested if I go there.
well, that screws me. That I'm screwed if I go there, right? I mean, Jesus, imagine they saw my channel. Shit, I am screwed.
Yeah, just avoid a connecting flight going through China just in case.
Oh my god. Like I would not even get on a connecting flight that, like went to sort of Beijing or Shanghai or whatever, just in case. Although they probably don't give a shit. They don't even know who I am. I'm just like some small YouTuber, you know what I mean? But like I would still be paranoid if I went there for sure. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, let's move on to the Taiwan shills. Oh yeah. Well, not the Taiwan shills, the pro-China Taiwan shill. The whole escapade that has been going on for the last week or so, and it's really, really interesting. So let's just get us in like that. Okay, so just let's set this up first of all. Okay, so several days ago, there was an awesome video from a YouTuber. His name is Bajong, and the channel is called Share to Ruji Fun TV. So basically, Photographer's Diary. And he put out this video titled China's United Front Exposed, Officials Leaked Calls and Tactics to Buy Off Taiwanese Influencers. Now, this video is huge, and it's probably the most important video to come out of Taiwan this year. It's really, really a big deal. I'm not exaggerating this at all. If you haven't watched it already, you definitely need to watch it. Sorry, I just want to answer this question. 有中文吗？没有中文，不好意思，这是英文的直播啊，不好意思，我的中文不好啊，所以没有中文的直播。Okay, cool. Anyway, so if you ever doubted that the CCP was meddling with Taiwan, you need to go and watch this video. So the video has over 2 million views. You've probably already seen it if you're into the Taiwanese stuff. And we're not going to watch the whole video here because like it's 40 minutes long, and I'm not gonna sit here with Jess for 40 minutes watching a video. You guys can go and watch it in your own time, but it is really good and I definitely recommend it. But what we'll do is I'll show you a clip from the video because it was featured on Formosa TV News, and I've got a translation on there, and it's from the Great Translation Movement on Twitter. Those guys are really awesome, so go and follow them. They translate a lot of crazy things coming out of China. So yeah, anyway, this video is really, really great. And it talks about China's United Front and how they're trying to interfere in Taiwan's way of life. So yeah, Jess, you watched the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of it?
It was pretty eye-opening.
Sure.
But
yeah.
at the same time, you kind of wonder if they're doing that kind of thing in other countries too. Similar tactics.
The quick answer to that is yeah, they are definitely. But yeah, it's an interesting video, and I'm glad you watched it because we are going to talk about it a bit more. But first, I just wanted to go into this quickly because the video talks about China's United Front. And I just wanted to explain to everybody who's new to this exactly what China's United Front is. Let's just play this. Great marching there, boys. Okay, so China's United Front. It's a political strategy employed by the Chinese Communist Party to consolidate power and build alliances with various social, political, and ethnic groups, both inside and outside of China. It aims to unite diverse forces, including non-communist parties, intellectuals, business elites, and ethnic minorities, while suppressing opposition. The strategy is often used to maintain CCP control, influence public opinion, and counter foreign and domestic threats to its authority. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? So an example of the United Front here in the UK would be the Confucius Institutes. Okay, they're set up to basically push the CCP's soft power propaganda and make you think that China is this amazing country, even though, you know, we could be learning Mandarin from a Taiwanese teacher, but nope, they get China's teachers in, and, you know, they often have to sign a lot of weird contracts with the CCP before they even start the job. And it's all a little bit suspicious and weird. But that's a good example of, you know, the United Front operating here in the UK. And of course, they definitely operate in Taiwan. Okay, so we've got this article. But yeah, so basically the United Front strategy is being used to influence Taiwanese political factions, promote cross-strait exchanges, and garner support from pro-China elements within Taiwan's business and political circles. the main goal, obviously, is to weaken Taiwanese resistance to reunification with China by co-opting Taiwanese elites and creating divisions within Taiwanese society. The strategy involves both overt diplomacy and covert actions, including economic incentives, media influence, and the promotion of cultural and educational ties. So basically, they're like, look, we speak the same language, we have similar culture, so we're the same, so we might as well join together, right? You know, they try to promote this idea that we're the same culture, we're the same thing, you know, we're destined to be together. But the fact of the matter is China is this authoritarian, Orwellian nightmare of a government, whereas Taiwan, well, you know, we all know about Taiwan. It's democratic, they have elections, they have freedom of speech, they have freedom to search whatever they want on the internet. They have like proper laws that help people. They have universal health care. Taiwan is an amazing country, and it's more similar to places like Canada and the UK than it is to the CCP, to the People's Republic of China. Okay, so anyway, sorry for all of that big speech that I made just there, just trying to get people on board and get people to know exactly what's going on. So I found this article, and I'm just going to quickly show it. Here we go. And so this is about, oh shit, this is about how China influences elections in Taiwan, which is really creepy. Okay, so Taiwan, I'm just going to read it. Here we go. Taiwan's National Security Bureau and Ministry of Culture accused China that it is attempting to interfere in Taiwan's democratic process, including influencing elections and interfering with media, Taiwan News reported on Wednesday. The NSB, National Security Bureau, said China was inviting local politicians intending to influence elections, while the MOC, Ministry of Culture, said it would present a report on the alleged attempts by Chinese reporters to interfere with Taiwan's media, reports said. That's crazy. That's crazy. Officials from the Mainland Affairs Council, the NSB or MOC, and Ministry of Justice Investigation Bureau will present a report to the Legislative Yuan by July the 4th, detailing their findings on China's alleged interference in Taiwan's elections and media. The methods used by China included underground financial institutions demanding confidential military data, bloody hell, as a form of debt repayment by military officers, as per Taiwan News. At election time, Beijing funded trips by local politicians to China in an attempt to influence voting behavior, while also spreading reports about measures supposedly favoring Taiwan businesses. Boy, for a country that hates democracy, they certainly like meddling with other people's democracies, don't they?
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so we get the point here. They're meddling with Taiwan's elections. And guys, I will put a link to this article in the video's description at some point. You can go and have a read if you want to read further. Okay, so we're going to move on to the main thing. We're going to move on to the video. Okay, so this guy here, the guy on the right, his name is Chen Boyuan, and he is an ex-Taiwanese CCP shill, and he lived in China for a while. He's like this, he was like the perfect model internet celebrity for the CCP. But it is really, really shocking because lately, like within the last week, he's come clean about his involvement with the CCP's United Front Work Department, which is what we were just talking about. And now Chen is exposing the CCP's manipulative tactics. He's openly, this is damning, by the way, but he has openly talked about how the CCP uses influencers just like himself from Taiwan to push China's propaganda. So he wants to push the pro-CCP narratives, you know, such as infrastructure is great, reunification with Taiwan. It's really funny. Like, it's funny how they use this reunification. Like, how can you reunify something that was never unified in the first place?
Do it peacefully with like military jets and boats.
Yeah, surround the island. Yay. So this is crazy how this guy has come out of the CCP closet, I guess you could say. So here he is. He's at Huaqiao University. Here he is, like, doing a gig. He's a rapper, by the way, for those of you who don't know. And look, there he is, standing in front of that lovely hammer and sickle. Oh dear. Okay, so here is the video, and this is taken from Formosa TV News. And very quickly, just to briefly summarize the video, so it reveals how China's United Front Work Department buys off Taiwanese influencers and includes transcripts of phone calls with officials. It shows the complexity of cross-strait relations and the changes in personal experiences. And it shows you that there was seemingly independent content creators are actually foreign agents. That reminds me of something. It reminds me of a lot of the shills that we've spoken about on this channel before, like this guy, or
一二三四五。
Yeah, it definitely reminds me of this guy.
Giddy up, us! I actually feel a bit like a cowboy on one of these horses. Yeehaw! Like a rhinestone cowboy. Do-do-do. People you don't even know. And I don't know any more words. So there's not more I can say on that one.
Eyes. His eyes. There's something wrong with him.
You gotta love that guy. You gotta love that guy. Okay, so anyway, the video. Shall we play it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry, because I think I spoke too much there, but it's necessary. Okay, let's get it big screen so everyone can see it. Okay, I'm just gonna play it one time and then we'll have a look at it. It has the translation there. Like I said, it is from the Great Translation Movement. They did a really good job. Okay.
他都会丢用把丢这些，
拱秀祝福侯友宜，
就是想要我做成歌曲炸台湾，做歌去批评民进党。
曾是统战样板的网红陈柏元弃暗投明，在网红8种新推出的纪录片中揭露中共统战秘密。他翻出之前留存的电话，化身卧底，联系协助策划统战的中共党媒社长，没想到竟然从对方口中调出熟悉的名字。
因为他们都没去过大陆，我想说去的话就是可以跟你们合作啊。
哦，薛洋是吧？然后那我找他去联络钟明轩。
Okay, so very interesting. But one of the names mentioned was this guy called Zhong Ming Xuan. He was one of the names mentioned there. And this guy is like a very, very popular vlogger, YouTuber from Taiwan. He started out like doing these makeup tutorial videos and promoting like LGBTQ scene in Taiwan. He's done a lot of other videos as well where he was like criticizing like little pinks in Taiwan. So it's very interesting that this guy's name was mentioned. But one of his more popular videos that he put out was this one. Hold on. So this is his channel, by the way. Okay, so he's been on several trips to China, and he's kind of like taken this route of making these like puff piece videos where he doesn't necessarily talk about politics or political things, but it's kind of like this like soft power propaganda, talking about how like China and Taiwan have more in common than people like to think, and all of that sort of stuff. And so this video, he got into a taxi, and he had a conversation with a taxi driver in China. So let's just listen to what they said.
台湾在大陆眼里才就25。对，但是你们去台湾还是要办入台证。我们来你们这边还是要办台胞证。一样，对，你们拿你们的护照是进不来的。办签证。对，还是要办签证。当然以后会检查。那祝你们加油。
Okay, let's take it back. I'll just read it for some people. It might have gone a bit too fast for some people there. Okay, so the taxi driver says, in the eyes of somebody from mainland China, Taiwan is a part of China. And he's like, right, if you go to Taiwan, you need to apply for an entry permit to Taiwan. When we come to China, we still need to apply for a Taiwan compatriot permit. It's the same. If you only use your passport, you can't enter Taiwan. You need to apply for a visa. He's like, right, you need to apply for a visa. And then the taxi driver says, like, just, this is really weird. Like, I don't understand why a taxi driver wants to get this political, but he's like, but in the future, it will be unified. Like, he means Taiwan and China. And then this guy's like, then good luck with that. Now, some people say that it was like a sarcastic, like, oh, good luck with that then, and yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe that's true, and he was like, a lot of people praised him for his interaction with this taxi driver because he was well-mannered. He didn't, just get really pissed off and that kind of thing. But it kind of just shows you that in China, you kind of just have to take the bullshit from the local people. If the local person said to me, the UK is shit, I couldn't just say to him, yeah, well, the Chinese government sucks, because I would get taken straight to the police office for a cup of tea with those policemen, right? So it kind of, his video, although he is well-mannered and he's super nice, he's just showing that you can't say what you want to say in China. And imagine he gets into a taxi in Taiwan and the taxi driver starts telling him that Taiwan is a part of China. He's probably going to tell that taxi driver to go screw himself, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, so his name was mentioned as one of the China shills, which is just crazy. It's just really, really crazy. And let's just continue.
不止网红钟明轩，影片更透露，卖狗886、韩国人617等台湾网红和歌手国台版都有接触。其实中共统战部收买台湾网红传闻已久，波特王过去就曾发文，中共会招待台湾网红去当地旅游拍片大外宣。这支纪录片间接证实波特王说法，还指导核心打给负责统战的官员。
的经费还是比较紧，告诉你大概我们可以给到多少。我知道的是有邀请台湾网红，也有帮他们解决交通的这个问题。你回去之后要发一些相关的活动的，现在大面积的有在招台湾的这个青年的就业。我们刚刚有邀了一个棒球教练。
中共记
I wonder who that baseball coach is.
出补助费用，锁定分享生活类别的网红，邀请他们旅游拍影片，往往都透过曾合作的人帮忙牵线。其实巴董先前就曾秀出原版合约，如今这支影片再揭露种种策略，上架13小时已经创下近46万点阅。有网友大赞企划太神，有人轰钟明轩说谎被抓包，还有人喊话两位要注意人身安全。
言论自由还有民主制度不是从天上掉下来， 我们不太可能去限制任何人的言论自由。这个言论已经触犯到两岸之间的一些条例的话，我想陆委会会来，我们会跟陆委会来商量。
中国统战把歪脑筋动到台湾网红身上，如今手段一一被揭穿。明新闻综合报道。
Very, very interesting. And one takeaway that I got from that documentary is that China's economy is not doing too well.
They're still spending money like they have an infinite amount.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like, do you remember every time? Oh, KOL basically means influencer. That's from Sid Vicious. That just means like an internet influencer. Yeah, but basically, like every time he had various phone conversations with different agents who were working on behalf of China's United Front, because he used to be a shill and he's just he wants to pretend like he wants to get back into being a shill. So he has several conversations, and it was just really, really funny because every time he would ask, how are things there? How's life there? Are you making lots of money and that kind of thing? And the majority of the guys replied to him, no, we're just barely scraping by. And it just shows you China's economy is obviously not doing too well. So like they're not exactly like encouraging him to go there, are they?
They really are.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I would definitely recommend you guys go and check it out. And it's just really, really eye-opening. Just insane. But it's great work from the guy called Bajong and the other guy called Chen. Like they did a really amazing job of that one. And they've got more coming soon as well, apparently. And the video is all in Mandarin, but it does have English subtitles. You just have to click the closed captions thing on YouTube. So if you don't speak Chinese, then you're going to be fine with that. So go and check it out, guys, if you have the time. And I guess last but not least, because this is really amazing, but they actually put out a song, an anti-CCP rap song, because that Chen Bo Yuan guy is a rapper and he's really quite good. And yeah, they did a rap song. So do you want to hear it, Jess?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then after that, we will go into the chat and read some comments and see what people are saying and see if anybody has any questions for you or me. Okay?
Sounds good.
Let's do it. All right. I'm going to make that full screen. There we go.
各位爱国的同胞们，拿起你的红宝书来，问问我们伟大的总书记，你到底是大不大？你到底大不大？通过大不大？你到底大不大？珍惜大不大？你到底大不大？皇上大不大？你到底大不大？万岁！伟大的祖国，伟大的党，伟大的政府从不畏惧战场，喊了70几年，求求你快点打，实现共产主义，台湾人民一心向往。我们不需要选票，不需要言论，不需要选举，不需要讨论不需要上战场，不需要真相，咱们祖国的防火就是全世界的榜样。中华民族伟大复兴，枪口应该一直都会超应该每一起3年大跃进嘛，3年大饥荒，20千万人算什么？大不了再搞个文化大革命嘛，8964天安门事件啊，那些全部都是境外势力，像我这么爱国爱党的人，习总书记，快把我的过去当作在恐惧。万岁！大不大？你到底大不大？回你大不大？你到底大不大？圣上大不大？你到底大不大？包子大不大？你到底大不大
？Amazing. I love the lyrics as well. Let's just take it back and look at some of the lyrics. Okay. So starts off, I'll just turn the sound off. Dear patriotic compatriots, please pick up your little red book. Ask our great General Secretary Will you fight or not? Oh, okay. And the title of the song is Will the CCP fight? Will Xi Jinping fight or not? The people of Taiwan can't wait. Okay, so will you fight or not? And I think it's funny because they are insulting Xi Jinping. Obviously, here they're calling him emperor because he's the emperor for life. The great motherland. Please hit quickly to realize communism that the Taiwanese people yearn for. We don't need votes. We don't need words. No election required. No discussion required. We need to go to the battlefield. No need for truth. The great firewall of our motherland is a model for the world. The great rejuvenation. The nozzles of the gun should be pointed at the outside world in unison. 3 years of famine that starved to death tens of millions of people is nothing. At worst, there will be another cultural revolution. Obviously, Tiananmen Square. Those are all foreign forces. Basically, they say that Tiananmen Square was, yeah, you know that, right?
Yeah, they just blame it on other countries.
Yeah. They say it was the CIA or whatever, you know.
Always the CIA. The CIA, they're involved.
They do everything. So will you fight or not? And then it's funny because they call him Winnie the Pooh here. Winnie. And my personal favorite, not this one. This one, Xi Baozi. Good old Xi Baozi. Mr. Xi Steamed Bun. That is my favorite nickname for him because he literally looks like a steamed bun. I love that song. I love those guys. And hopefully I'm not going to get hit with a copyright on that one because that would suck.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah, so Ba Jiong, if you're watching this, mate, please, no copyright, okay? I actually know it's Chen's video, so yeah, please do not copyright me. I'm sure it won't be anyway, but yeah. So cool. So that is it. Go and check out that video. As I said, I would definitely recommend it. Jess, did you have any other thoughts on that video quickly while I remember?
Not too much. It's funny though that I'm glad they're starting to run out of money. So
they're starting to run out of money. Yeah.
See how the influence really changes.
Yeah, because they really, really, really want to take Taiwan. And if they can do it without a conflict, if they can try and convince the Taiwanese people that the CCP is some weird benign force of good in the world, then they will try their best to do that. But they fail every single time. And this is just part of the story. It's an eye-opening part of the story. And I'm glad that this video was made because it takes a lot of guts from that, especially the guy who used to be a shill and he came out. And here's my message to the British CCP shills. If any of you guys are sick of doing that CCP shill crap, come back here and we'll expose them. And you can tell me everything, all how they paid you, all of that crap, and we'll completely expose it. So CCP shills, come on, let's do this.
I'm sure some of them are watching.
Yeah. Okay, so now we'll probably take 10 to 15 minutes to look at the chat. This is usually my favorite part of the stream because we get to interact with the audience. Usually Jess is in the chat there. What's your handle?
I'll show up as like Prickles the bed bug when I'm on there.
Okay. And Jess is also the person responsible for making my channel art. So if you look at my channel on the what's it called? The banner, right? Yeah, on the banner. Jess made that. So actually, yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about how long it took to make that and what kind of inspired you to create that?
Tried to come up with like a bunch of the cultural shocks that I kind of came across. One of them was like the blue barriers that they would try to hide destruction from the public so they couldn't take pictures. So I figured I'd put that there. Kind of took a picture. I had to really search for those blue banners. I guess they were more commonly used when the COVID thing was happening. So yeah, I made those banners and I figured use that wall to put your channel name on that and the flags. I figured that would be the most central piece that you would be looking at.
Yeah.
But yeah, behind it, it's like I'll put the tofu dregs kind of falling, like the same one that were on the shirt. And yeah, just I did have quite a bit of fun with it. Whenever I make a new picture, I try to do something different. So
Yeah, well, it looks great. I really liked the Winnie the Pooh, like with his like little gut hanging out. Yeah, and I liked the idea of the different people with like the facial recognition thing on as well. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I wanted to add people to the picture, but I know drawing people takes a long time, so I kind of made my own little figures, like shadow figures of people, and gave them sort of like a background of like different colors to have them show up a bit better.
It looks amazing, and the best thing is you didn't want any money for it, which is amazing. But I was definitely I wanted to give you some money for that, but you said no.
I know. I always say no. It's like no, it's for a good cause, or it's for China, for their freedom, anyways. Not like for the.
True. Well, thank you so much for making that. I really appreciate it. It looks great.
Yeah, I had fun doing that.
Cool. Thank you. Well, let's see if we've got any people. Okay, guys. So listen, we're going to stay for like 10, 15 minutes, I think. So if you have a question for myself or for Jess or whatever, then please type it in and we'll put it. I'm able to put your comments on the screen today. So for example, look, there we go. Average Joe said, "Wow, that's great work, Jess." Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so do we have any questions? Please don't just make us sit here, and I'm just going to sit here and do Xi Jinping.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
See, I'm just going to do that until somebody asks a question. Oh, we have a question. Good. Okay. How is UK's Labour Party so fully pro-CCP? I wouldn't say that they're fully pro-CCP, but they definitely seem to be wanting to do some like trade with China. And they definitely considering letting them build that super embassy, which is shocking to me. But I don't know if they're pro-CCP or they just can't really see the big picture. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Okay, let's see. What else have we got? What's this? CCP charges China. CCP wants to change the world. CCP is the most dangerous terror organization in the world. Yeah, you are preaching to the choir there, my friend. Let's see. Okay, Jess from Ontario. Let's get our country back from true slow. Oh, I think Mike is from Ontario. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he supports China a bit too much.
Oh, Trudeau.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. You tell us more. You're from Canada.
Like I do prefer him over the Conservative Party, but I wouldn't vote him back in. That's for sure.
How many terms has he had now?
I think this is maybe his second or third.
Yeah.
Might be his second.
Okay. Okay.
It's hard to say. Yeah, too
Well,
many.
you'll have to look into it, I guess.
That or they just need a new party leader. He's kind of putting the party down to shame.
Yeah, I would honestly like I do not like Trudeau from what I've seen of him. And I think was his father one of your prime ministers at one point?
Yeah, I believe he was.
Okay.
Back in maybe the 90s.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, whatever, right? We're not here to talk about Trudeau. Let's see. Didn't the Labour Party support Taiwan at the UN? Yeah, they did. They basically the whole UN resolution 2758, where China claims that Taiwan is a part of their territory, with the whole they say there's this one China principle, but only China follows the one China principle. The rest of the world doesn't follow that. So, and the Labour Party just had a little vote to say that UN 2758 doesn't include Taiwan, basically. So yeah, so they are doing some good things as well. Let's see. Super Embassy is basically a pseudo military spy building in the dead center of London. Yes, it is for sure, like 100%. Okay, let's see. I think he's in bed with them somehow. Is that talking about Trudeau?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. I think Trudeau's in bed with a lot of people. Okay, we got somebody from Taiwan. Welcome. Let's see. Yep, Trudeau sucked. Let's see. By the way, the Tower Hamlets has refused the embassy application, so your petition can now go live. Good. I am glad that they have refused it. I did. Yes, I did start a petition, but I haven't heard anything back from them. I'm so pissed off with it because it's been several weeks now and they haven't got back to me. Anyway, whatever. I heard they have a mainland equivalent of Epstein Island inside mainland China. Wow, sounds creepy. Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. Okay, we've got somebody in Taichung. Hey, I used to live in Taichung or Taichung. I love Taichung. Canada is the 51st states of America. That's what Trump said. Would you agree with that, Jess?
Oh, absolutely. Can't wait to be number 51 first state.
Didn't you live in America before?
I was there for 6 months to do some education. Nice country, but I'm not used to the gun scene.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is who goes there, right? You have to live there to be used to that sort of thing. It is a bit weird for people who live in a country where they don't have guns.
That was my culture shock going to the States, but very similar to Canada in some aspects. It's a lot bigger though, like in population density. We don't have a huge population.
Sure, like the population of Canada is actually very small for such a big, the vast area. Like, what is the population of Canada? Is it something like, is it 40 million or? Man, I'm gonna have to look it up now because.
Yeah, we just pretty much hit. I think we're close to 40 million, but we're pretty much the size of California.
Yeah. So
population.
Just to put that into context, like how small that population is, like Taiwan, if you look at the size of Taiwan, it's a tiny island. The population of Taiwan is 23 million.
It's crazy how you could fit so many people in one small spot.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, it's half the size, half the population of Canada, more or less, which is crazy. Yeah. And almost the same population as Australia. So when people say to me like Taiwan is just a little small place, it's insignificant, I'm always like, yeah, well, actually, it's almost the same population as Australia. So come on. Okay, let's see, guys. Do you have like any questions specifically for us? Because if not, then yeah, I mean, I'd love to sort of like read all of the messages and stuff, but it'd be great to get some sort of a question come in. I know we've had a couple already, so appreciate it. But
Joe might have one there.
which one? Sorry, where is it?
Just a little bit above.
Is this one?
It says maybe you talked about that already. Do you follow the Taiwanese?
Oh, okay, yeah.
United Front expose.
Dude, like the whole live stream was about that.
Yeah.
Go and watch the live stream. Where were you? Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. Well, honestly, like we've been going for like an hour and 10, 11 minutes or so. So I think it's time to wrap up. Yeah. So I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And thank you, Jess, for joining me. It was great to have you on here. Maybe it can become a regular thing.
Yeah, for sure. I have nothing better to do right now. So.
Oh, okay. So it's that. It's like that, is it? You got nothing better to do, so you're here. Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
February till things settle up. So.
Yeah, fair enough. But if you've got time, then you're definitely more than welcome to join.
Yeah, it was fun kind of looking up videos on Weibo. Weibo. I think I said it right.
Yeah. What were you calling it? Weibo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like,
Weibo.
Oh, yeah, it's pronounced differently.
Yeah. Oh, there's a question there. Hold on. When is your next walk around? Well, I'm gonna be in London on Wednesday. So next week on Wednesday, I might just live stream on the streets. So stay tuned. Yeah, there'll be something. Okay, let me see where to find that rap song. That is a good question. Let me find it for you. Just give me a second so I can find it. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. I'll put the link in the chat. Okay, here it is. Let me just make sure I've got that properly. Okay, here's the rap song, guys. Although it doesn't have the English translation that I put on, but yeah, you can go and give him a like and show your support to him because he's really like done a real ballsy thing by coming out and exposing the United Front Work Department of China. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Jess, do you have anything to say?
No, I had a lot of fun doing this stream, though.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for joining me today. Okay, let's do the channel outro. All right, bye, everyone. Take care. Bye. Okay, here we go. Outro time.